Remember those games that deserved the spotlight but somehow got overshadowed? Today, we're diving into the top 12 forgotten masterpieces of the 2010s. A decade of incredible games that didn't get the recognition they deserved. From dystopian shooters to gripping adventures, these hidden gems deserve a second chance. Let's dust off these treasures and celebrate what made them unforgettable. Starting our list at number 12 is Prey. This sci-fi thriller combines mind-bending puzzles, atmospheric storytelling, and terrifying enemies. You play as Morgan Yu, stuck on a space station filled with shape-shifting aliens called Typhons. Trust me, these things can transform into anything. Chairs, trash cans, even your morning coffee cup. You'll never trust a coffee cup again after this one. Seriously, it might be an alien in disguise. Imagine walking into a room and side-eyeing every piece of furniture, wondering if it's about to sprout legs and attack you. The tension is real. Prey also nails the eerie atmosphere. The abandoned space station feels alive with every creak and whisper. You'll find yourself holding your breath as you turn corners, only to be met with another mystery or horror. From space stations to the wacky world of Borderlands. At number 11, Tales from the Borderlands combines storytelling brilliance with the chaotic charm of Borderlands. It's packed with unforgettable characters, laugh-out-loud moments, and just the right amount of heart. You follow Reese, a corporate climber with a robot arm and delusions of grandeur, and Fiona, a con artist with a penchant for trouble. Their chemistry is pure gold. Think of it as Borderlands meets a buddy comedy, only with more explosions. Seriously, there's more dynamite in this game than in a Michael Bay movie. Every episode brings unexpected twists and hilarious scenarios. One minute you're negotiating with psychos, the next you're in a high-speed chase involving moon scooters and killer robots. It's unpredictable in the best way. And the humor? Top notch. Claptrap makes an appearance, adding his usual blend of wit and malfunctioning antics. And don't get me started on Loaderbot. He's like Wall-E if Wall-E had a death wish. But it's not all jokes. The game sneaks in moments of genuine emotion that catch you off guard. You'll find yourself caring about these misfits despite their questionable life choices. Now let's take the chaos to the desert wasteland. Number 10 goes to Mad Max, the ultimate post-apocalyptic survival game. If you've ever dreamt of driving through a desert wasteland while wielding a spiked baseball bat, this game's your jam. It's all about fast cars, brutal combat, and a whole lot of sand. The game perfectly captures the barren beauty of the wasteland. You're Max, the lone wanderer, trying to survive in a world where water is scarce and lunatics with chainsaws are plentiful. One moment you're cruising in your souped-up car, blasting through dunes, and the next, you're locked in a vicious brawl over a can of dog food. The melee combat feels raw and satisfying, every punch and kick delivering that visceral crunch. And those car chases? Absolute mayhem. Imagine a demolition derby on steroids. But the true enemy? Running out of fuel in the middle of nowhere. Nothing's worse than watching your gas gauge dip into the red as you realize you're miles from civilization, or whatever passes for it in this world. It's like being stuck on a desert island with only coconuts for company. You start eyeing every rusted out vehicle like it's an oasis. The visuals are stunning too. The desolate landscapes stretch out under a scorching sun, creating this hauntingly beautiful setting. It's both lonely and mesmerizing. From dystopian madness to eerie mysteries. At number 9, Alan Wake is a psychological thriller like no other. Imagine Stephen King meets Twin Peaks with a dash of X-Files thrown in for good measure. The story hooks you from the get-go. You're Alan Wake, a writer battling both his own demons and some very real, very dark forces. The game's flashlight combat is genius. You shine your flashlight on these shadowy figures to weaken them before finishing them off with a gun. It sounds simple, but the tension is palpable. The darkness feels alive, creeping in from all sides, making every encounter nerve-wracking. Trust me, after playing this, you'll never leave home without a flashlight again. The cinematic tension is what really sets Alan Wake apart. The game plays out like a TV series, complete with cliffhangers and episodic recaps. Every twist and turn keeps you on the edge of your seat, making it nearly impossible to put down. It's like binge watching your favorite thriller, except you're in control. And the atmosphere, pure perfection. From the dense forest to the eerie small town of Bright Falls, every setting feels meticulously crafted to keep you uneasy. You'll find yourself jumping at shadows and second-guessing every noise. Next up, let's solve some mysteries with a breathtaking adventure. At number 8, we have The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, an atmospheric gem that's as mysterious as it is beautiful. This narrative-driven game delivers stunning visuals and a haunting, mysterious story that'll keep you guessing from start to finish. You play as Paul Prospero, a detective with a knack for the supernatural. If you ever wanted to moonlight as a paranormal detective, this is your shot. You're called to investigate the disappearance of young Ethan Carter in the eerie Red Creek Valley. The valley itself is a character, gorgeous yet unsettling, like a postcard from a ghost town. What makes this game stand out? The way it immerses you in its world. Every detail from the abandoned train tracks to the decaying houses pulls you deeper into its spell. It's like stepping into a painting where something's just slightly off and you can't put your finger on it. The game doesn't hold your hand either. You're free to explore at your own pace, piecing together clues and uncovering the dark secrets hidden in this seemingly idyllic place. It's a refreshing change from games that spoon feed you every detail. But beware, the puzzles here are no joke. They'll challenge your brain cells and make you feel like a real detective. And when you finally solve them, pure satisfaction. From small town mystery to epic fantasy lore. At number 7, Darksiders 2 takes us on a journey with Death himself. Imagine that, playing as one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, only with a lot more charisma and way cooler weapons. The game's epic combat is where it truly shines. You've got scythes, hammers, and even claws at your disposal. Every swing, every strike feels impactful. It's like dancing with death, but instead of ballroom shoes, you're rocking some gnarly scythes. The enemies? Equally diverse and challenging, making each encounter feel fresh and engaging. Intricate puzzles also play a huge part in Darksiders 2. It's not just about hacking and slashing your way through foes. You need to use your brain power too. You'll find yourself manipulating environments, solving complex riddles, and unlocking new paths. One moment you're fighting off a horde of undead, the next you're figuring out how to open a magically sealed door. Keeps you on your toes. The rich fantasy world is another highlight. From the eerie dead plains to the lush forge lands, each area feels alive and distinct. The lore is deep and immersive. You'll meet fascinating characters with their own backstories and agendas. And let's not forget the style. Death has never looked this stylish or wielded such cool scythes. The armor designs are intricate and badass. I found myself spending way too much time customizing my look. Let's shift gears to resistance in Nazi-occupied France. Number 6 is The Saboteur, a unique take on open-world action. Imagine Paris during World War II, but instead of just hiding in the shadows, you're blowing stuff up and making a real mess for the Nazis. You play as Sean Devlin, an Irish race car driver turned resistance fighter with a knack for sabotage and a serious grudge. Set in Nazi-occupied Paris, this game blends stealth, sabotage, and a striking black and white aesthetic that gradually turns colorful as you liberate areas. It's like watching an old noir film come to life and then burst into color with every victory. You sneak around planting explosives, taking out snipers, and generally causing havoc. It's stealth with style. Think Assassin's Creed, but with a beret and a whole lot of explosives. You're climbing rooftops one minute and detonating bridges the next. And Sean, he's got this roguish charm that makes even the darkest moments feel like a rebellious adventure. Plus, the game's humor is on point. Sean's banter keeps things light even when you're knee-deep in enemy territory. The thrill of turning a bleak, occupied city into a vibrant symbol of resistance is something special. The more you sabotage, the more the world around you transforms from oppressive grayscale to hopeful color. It's visually stunning and incredibly satisfying. From wartime resistance to crime drama in the streets of Hong Kong. At number 5, Sleeping Dogs delivers martial arts action in an open-world crime drama. Imagine being an undercover cop in Hong Kong, blending into the criminal underworld while kicking serious butt. That's what you get with Sleeping Dogs. You play as Wei Shun, a cop with a complicated past and even more complicated loyalties. Its gripping story, hand-to-hand combat, and dynamic world make it unforgettable. The narrative pulls you in as you navigate the treacherous waters between loyalty to your police duty and the bonds you form with gang members. One moment you're chasing down criminals on a bustling street, the next you're taking down thugs in a high-stakes brawl. The hand-to-hand combat system is a highlight. It's fluid and satisfying, reminiscent of classic martial arts films. You can string together combos that feel like a beautifully choreographed dance of fists and feet. Every punch, kick, and counter move feels impactful. But it's not all about fighting. Where else can you beat up gangsters 1 minute and sing karaoke the next? Seriously, the game has these hilarious side activities that break up the intensity of the main story. 1 minute you're deep in a gritty crime drama, the next you're belting out tunes at a karaoke bar. It's like having your cake and eating it too, if that cake had kung fu fights and catchy pop songs. Let's leap into the future for a memory-altering adventure. Number 4 is Remember Me, a futuristic action game with a twist. Set in Neo Paris, 2084, this game throws you into a world where memories can be bought, sold, and even altered. You play as Nilan, a memory hunter with the ability to remix memories. Its unique memory remixing mechanic and dystopian setting make it truly one of a kind. Imagine diving into someone's mind and changing their recollections to alter their reality. It's like Inception meets Blade Runner, only cooler. Rewriting memories. Imagine making someone think they invented pizza. You could turn their dull life into an endless parade of free pepperoni slices and adoration from pizza enthusiasts everywhere. The possibilities are endless and hilarious. But it's not all fun and games. Nilan's journey is packed with intense combat and intricate puzzles that make you think on your feet. One moment you're battling through waves of enemies with your slick martial arts moves. The next you're deep in someone's mind, twisting their memories to uncover the truth. The dystopian setting of Neo Paris is another standout feature. The cityscape blends futuristic tech with decayed grandeur, creating an atmosphere that's both beautiful and unsettling. As you navigate its streets and rooftops, you'll uncover secrets that add layers to the already rich story. From Neo Paris to a reimagined ancient tale. At number 3, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West reimagines a classic Chinese tale in a post-apocalyptic world. Think Journey to the West, but with more robots and less serenity. You play as Monkey, a gruff yet lovable protagonist with some serious parkour skills. He's got the agility of Spider-Man and the strength of Hulk, which makes for some exhilarating gameplay. The stunning visuals are the first thing that hits you. Picture a world where nature has reclaimed the ruins of human civilization. Lush greenery weaving through crumbling skyscrapers, sun rays piercing through dense foliage. It's like Earth got a makeover from Mother Nature herself. But what really makes this game stand out is the heartfelt storytelling and complex characters. The relationship between Monkey and Trip, the tech-savvy young woman who puts a control headband on Monkey to ensure his cooperation, evolves beautifully throughout the game. They start off as reluctant allies, but grow into a dynamic duo you didn't know you needed. Their banter is priceless. One moment they're bickering like an old married couple, the next, they're saving each other's lives. Monkey's gruff exterior hides a heart of gold, while Trip's determination is both inspiring and touching. It's like watching two people who are worlds apart slowly build an unbreakable bond. Speaking of duos, let's bring some chaos back into the mix. At number 2, Bulletstorm turns chaos into an art form. This game is all about creativity in combat. Its kill with skill mechanics and over-the-top humor make it one of the most creative shooters of its time. Picture this, you've got an energy whip that lets you fling enemies into electrified walls or impale them on giant cacti. It's like someone took your wildest, most absurd action fantasies and cranked them up to 11. The humor is just as outrageous as the action. The dialogue is filled with crude jokes and one-liners that'll make you laugh out loud, even while you're in the middle of a firefight. Imagine Duke Nukem on a sugar rush, and you've got a good idea of what to expect. And let's not forget the environments. Each level is a playground designed for maximum mayhem. You've got exploding barrels, giant gears, and even carnivorous plants to use to your advantage. Every encounter feels like an opportunity to discover new and inventive ways to dispatch your foes. Because nothing says fun like using an energy whip to fling enemies into electrified walls. Finally, let's end with a game that redefined its genre. Topping our list at number 1 is Spec Ops: The Line, a shooter that's anything but ordinary. This game doesn't just throw you into the fray with guns blazing, it drags you down a rabbit hole of psychological storytelling, moral dilemmas, and an atmosphere so intense you'll need a breather between levels. You're Captain Martin Walker, sent into a sandstorm-ravaged Dubai to find a missing colonel. Sounds straightforward, right? Wrong. As you delve deeper, the line between good and evil blurs until it's nothing more than a mirage in the desert heat. The storytelling in Spec Ops: The Line is where it truly shines. It confronts you with choices that have no right answer, only shades of wrong. Every decision weighs heavy, making you question not just your character's morality, but your own. One minute, you're leading your squad through hostile territory. The next, you're faced with gut-wrenching choices that haunt you long after the screen goes dark. And let's talk about the atmosphere. The sand-choked ruins of Dubai are both beautiful and haunting. Each step through the desolate city feels like wading through a post-apocalyptic fever dream. It's the kind of game that leaves you staring at the credits, questioning your life choices. Did I really just do that? Why did I choose that path? You might find yourself contemplating these questions while trying to shake off the lingering unease. And that wraps up our list of forgotten masterpieces. From futuristic adventures to moral dilemmas, these games prove some masterpieces deserve another look. So fire up your consoles and give these hidden gems the love they deserve. You won't regret it. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button and share your favorite forgotten games in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more gaming nostalgia. Thanks for watching, and remember, great games never truly fade away. They just wait for the right player to rediscover them.